first round, just determined what the other team is doing. Running down towards the mid alongside two of his players. There's a nade over the top, hoping to blow up that mid car that takes out anyone going into Shisha. Following his teammate with the bomb carrier, engages someone that had rushed him off the fence, and he has been taken out. Looks like he's now taking himself over towards B wide, making sure no one has pushed it, and making sure no one has rushed him. Slowly making his way across this boardwalk, making sure that no one is sitting behind that rock head glitch. Expecting someone to be just aiming down there, cooking his nade. When it over the top, takes out the guy in Shisha, which just clears out most of the B-bomb side. Everyone knows how important that Shisha side is to hold B-bomb, but usually teams do put two players into Shisha, which this enemy team hasn't. He's in a very demanding position right now in top Shisha, hoping to take off someone maybe in that top dome area of A side. Looking across there, no one running down towards the mid alongside and then maybe just not poking him. There's a nade over the top, hoping to blow up that mid car that takes out anyone going into Astro. It doesn't look like anyone has taken over that rug building next to teammate with the bomb carrier. Engages someone that had rushed him off the fence, and he has been taken out. Looks like he's now taking, seems to be the one that's holding the middle towards B wide, making sure no one has pushed it, making sure no one has rushed him. Slowly making his way. The guy just in front of the B bomb, which helps ensure that no one to get on the behind that rock head glitch. And bomb is going down, just aiming down there, cooking his nade. 3v1 and over the top, takes out the guy in Shisha for them, just clears out most of the B bomb side. Everyone knows how important that Shisha side is to hold B bomb, but takes it all quickly and he gets taken out.
Agents. Get ready for the next round.
The top, hoping to blow up that Ambience car that takes out anyone going into Astro. It doesn't look like anyone has taken him over that rug building next to the round. Hop on board with Maniac for this round, rushing down this B curve with his Scorpion. Looks like to be one of the main rushes, just pointing just in front of this, I think it's called post. Pops a flash, but decides to push into post anyway to take out the guy in the mid, maybe the guy pushing into B-bomb. As Ambience do take out two players from Celestial eSports, bringing it to 5-on-3. Celestial eSports do need to scramble in defense at the moment to try hold this B-bomb, as smoke is thrown on the B-bomb by Maniac, hoping to distract them, maybe make them come out of their hidey holes, throw a few nades, waste their nades. Looks into the rugs at the moment. Looking at back of mid, knowing that more than likely there is someone back there trying to eliminate them. But no movement at the moment. Celestial eSports playing this game the way it should be, sitting back, waiting for the enemy team to come at them. As Red takes out Grumpy, who was the last player alive last round. Rawny takes out the second last player from Celestial, bringing it to a 4v1. And Ray needs to do something special to take him out, but he can't, as Rawny eliminates him and brings the first round half to 2-0 in favour of Ambience. I think most people would have expected Ambience to start off pretty strong, looking at their lineup and the experience they are bringing into it against Celestial. Celestial wouldn't have come into 7th place without doing something half decent. So looking for Celestial eSports to pull their fingers out.
We got the bomb. And
pull up a couple of rounds, because defense on this map is the favoured side. So they need at least 5 rounds. Up on board with Red for this round, pushed into mid with his SWAT. Looking into connections and just across the bridge there, knowing that usually they do have someone in that direction. Very good spot at the moment, just prone in there. Hopefully he doesn't get seen from rugs. As Ambience do take the first kill of the round with a Struffle taking out Yearlong 10. I think that's how you pronounce his gamer tag. Can't really see it properly at the moment. Red just not doing anything special at the moment, just proning, holding his position really well, might I add. Gets naded by Tways from a really good nade. Maybe he got seen there. But really... Tways must have quit the connection side and he gets taken out. And Struffle doing some work there. Up on board with him. He is hurt with the SWAT. sitting behind the B-bomb with bomb in hand, knowing that there is someone in flank, pulls out his pistol, going back to the church, if my memory serves me right. Knowing that there is more than likely someone in that vicinity, needing to take him out in order to plant the bomb, and gets taken out by him, but Brawny takes out one of them too, bringing it to a 2v1 at the moment in Ambience's favour. Last guy, everyone knows where he is. He is in the church right now, pretty much stuck. Brawny firing off a few shots just to bait him out. Jumps in there, gets taken out by him. Grumpy could get this clutch very easily if Maniac can't take him out, but luckily for him, Maniac does take him out with him poking out at just the wrong time. And Ambience lucky to get that round, very lucky to get that round, bringing it to 3-0 in their favour. I don't think that they will allow that to happen again. They would make sure that that guy is not able to flank. Hopping on board with Foxy for this round. Foxy BK, very good player, SWAT in hand.
Eliminate the objectives. We got the bomb.
I think it was him that led him through the last round. Making his way towards the white ute, trying to stop anyone from pushing the B-bomb or rugs or mid. The smoke into the mid to get up onto the rocks to cover his B-bomb planter. And bomb is being planted right now as Foxy makes his way into rugs.
Bomb online.
He's in a very demanding position right now, just covering anything from the back of B. Just finished clearing out rugs too. As Celestial eSports take out red, bringing it to a 3v4, 2v4 now for Celestial. They can very easily get this round if they hurry up. But they need to take out Foxy from this rugs. As Foxy sees someone hop onto the B-bomb, fires a few shots, takes him out, but he also, good exchange of kills there, with a 1v3 for Astro. And Astro just firing a few shots and gets shot in the back. And finally, Celestial managed to pull a round in for themselves, bringing it to 3-1 in Ambience's favour. This might be the game-turning round for Celestial, the momentum changer. We'll just have to wait and see. Getting a bit excited there to get their first round as we hop on board with red for this round.
Protect the objective.
Makes his way over towards the middle, towards the white ute, as quick as possible, covering anyone from the B-bomb, covering anyone in rugs and mid. There's a flash being thrown in from connections on mid. He's not too sure where it came from. And Celestial have taken out 3 guys from Ambience as he fires a few shots into top banana, hoping to take him out, just puts a couple of tags into him, but is not successful in eliminating him, and he has exposed himself and needs to get away from here as soon as possible. With Red and Brawny being the last 2 remaining, they do need to pick up the bomb as soon as possible, but he just got taken out there in the mid, leaving Brawny in a 1v3 situation, and he can't capitalise on his good positioning and gets taken out by Grumpy. And I think I was right. That was the momentum-changing round for Celestial eSports. And they have pulled another round in their favour, bringing it to 2-3 in favour of Ambience. Watching Foxy at the moment. Hoping he will do something exciting for us. And the viewers. I think that's the M27 with diamond camo. Trying to eliminate the guy in top banana as he was there the round before. They were not successful in eliminating him. Seems to be holding the mid at the moment in a sneaky position. Runs back towards their spawn. I think he is pushing around towards B wide. And Ambience realising that B wide is one of the most important positions to take on a B push. And Ambience do take the first kill of the round, which does put them in a good position to win. 2 people pushing B wide at the moment for Ambience. Just looking to find out where he is. A lot of corners are sitting in this Shisha area for the defending team. And Foxy does realise this, as he very, very slowly pushes up towards it, checking all his corners before actually getting into the building. But if he can take this Shisha with the M27, will put his team in a very good position to win the round. Runs in there for the bait, and his teammate Brawny does do a very successful and very good job in taking out the guy. Should be a very easy round for Ambience at the moment, in a very good position to hold the mid and hold the B-bomb. But they are in a 3v3 situation at the moment, so one slip up could see them lose the round. And Foxy takes out the guy from the back of B, bottom bridge, but he gets eliminated himself as he exposed himself. Shots fired from Brawny takes out the guy that eliminated Foxy, sitting on the car just in front of B, but he does need to grab the bomb as soon as possible to come back, but it doesn't look like he'll have enough time as he gets eliminated by Tways in the mid-ute. Mid-ute, sorry, my bad. He was in the post. Saw it wrongly. Very good round win, good scrambling defense from Celestial eSports, looking very confident in winning this round. The experience from Ambience does need to come out if they are wanting to win this.
Bomb acquired.
They do need to get at least 5 rounds in attack on Yemen, especially on Yemen, because Yemen is such a defensive map if you have the right structure. We are on board with Brawny at the moment as he cooks his nade to throw it into Shisha, trying to eliminate the guy from Shisha. Maybe seeing him down there too for a split second. Sitting back off for right now, making sure he does not push. As Celestial do take out 2 guys from Ambience, bringing it to a 5v3. Now a 5v2 at the moment for Celestial, looking very strong in defense structurally. And Ambience just don't seem to have an answer, but Brawny does as he takes out the guy from Shisha and secures Shisha. He's in a very good position right now to help his team to get this round in a 2v4 right now. Brawny is a very good player, pretty good clutcher too. So Ambience will be looking to Brawny to help him out of this hole that they've dug themselves into, as Raid shuts him down and brings it to a 3v1, as Red does take out Grumpy from the enemy team. Up on board with him right now, and he's just sitting back knowing that
you're all that remains.
He is in a sticky situation. But if he does push through Shisha, he does corner himself, and he realizes this as he comes down towards the bomb, hoping that the enemy team don't realize they have bomb down right there. Doesn't have much time to get bomb down, so he will need to eliminate someone off the bomb and get it down as quick as possible. Otherwise, it's lights out, and it looks like it is lights out as he gets taken out in the back from, I think, Church Rocks. No, from mid. Very nice kill there from Celestial eSports, pulling it back very strongly, not losing their cool after that initial 3-0 downing with a straight 4-round win.
Eliminate the objectives.
Back on board with Foxy right now with his M27 going towards the mid with his fellow teammate in red. Red seems to be rushing connections right now, and he successfully gets in there. Foxy just pushing it with him at the moment. Looks like it's an A push right now with Bomb Carrier hitting up Catwalk. Everyone backing each other up at the moment. Foxy making his way up towards fire, making sure no one is in there. And a flurry of kills from both sides, especially Ambience, only losing 1 but taking out 4. From Celestial, only losing 1 and taking out 4 Ambience players, leaving Foxy BK, the last player, proning in fire. Knowing that there is one around him, and he successfully eliminates him after a miss shot, a misfire, and getting taken out by the A-wide player, giving Celestial eSports the round, bringing it to 5-3 Celestial's way. Now, in order for Ambience to pull it back, they need 1 round and 1 round only to get the momentum swing. But they do not want to lose their cool. Yeah, that is the last thing you want to do, is lose your cool and start arguments with the team. They don't look very structured at the moment in their attack. They just seem to be doing a bunch of random stuff. Hoping for the best as Foxy throws a nade over the top and gets a kill on the guy from Shisha. I mean, that Shisha is down. He pushes up towards it along the boardwalk, hoping that there is not another player in Shisha, that they have not rotated through Shisha just yet, as he aims down side and crouches down towards it, hoping to pick off the second player from Shisha, not knowing whether there is someone in there or not. sitting back there for a while, waiting to see if someone does push it, waiting to see if the scrambling defense does end up coming there. But it decides to pull off from it, running back up towards his own spawn. Just waiting to see if anyone is in the flank as the enemy did successfully in a previous round. Makes his way up towards Church, but realizes his teammate is in there. And Red eliminated one of the enemy players, bringing it to 3-on-4 right now for Ambience. Foxy making his way towards Ruggs, hoping to secure it for his team. This is a good mid, it takes him out very successfully with a nice shot there. Looking up towards Bridge, knowing that there is a guy up there, and eliminates him too. Very nice round from Foxy at the moment. On a roll. It is now 1v4 for Ambience, and Maniac from Ambience does take out the last player from Celestial eSports. And this could be the second momentum changer, momentum swing in the match. And this could be exactly what Ambience needed to take out the rest of the rounds. They'll probably end up doing this same attacking strat again, seeming as it was so successful this round. But we'll just wait and see what they're going to do. On board with Brawny at the moment, with his M27 seeming to be the weapon of choice for Ambience, as it is proving to be very successful for them, making his way towards B wide, just aiming down sight, making sure no one is rushing them. Almost gets hit by a nade, but luckily dodges it. Seemed to be the thing for Ambience to do, aim down sight and just crouch down there. So he cooks his nade to take out the guy from Shisha. No tags, doesn't see anyone, doesn't hear anyone, but still slowly making the guy up there. Needs to eliminate the guy from Shisha if he wants to help out his teammate from there. Eliminates him, should realise that he was the only player in there. Slowly makes his way in towards Shisha, looking up towards Bridge. And it is now a 1v2 for Lord Exploit from Celestial eSports, and he needs to move quickly if he wants to take out this round for his team. But Ambience are in very good positions right now to protect the bomb, as Brawny does make his way out the window to check the bomb out and sees nothing.
Finish the op.
Round going towards Ambience too easy. Another very good round as Brawny takes out Lord Exploit after the bomb has exploded.
For the next round.
With a very nice shot, as you will see in the kill cam. Very nice round from Ambience, and the momentum has swung very strongly from Celestial to Ambience. Very evenly matched at the moment, as I predicted, but we'll just wait and see what happens as we hop on board with Astro.
Neutralize the objective.
As he runs out, switches to his pistol so he can get a faster run. Throws a nade over the top, I think, to take out. No, it was a smoke to help his teammate run straight into the bomb. It might be a quick B plant, as his bomb planter throws the nade to take out that car. And Astro is just backing him up, watching the rugs, make sure no one pokes from there to take out Maniac. Seeming to be a very good round for Ambience at the moment, as they are now 5v3. Astro has made his way in towards Church to overwatch the bomb, trying to eliminate the guy from the back of Bridge. Tucks the nade over towards the bridge, hoping to take out anyone back there. And Maniac, the bomb planter, has been taken out by Exploit, forcing Astro to run out of Church and back towards the bomb. And Exploit takes out Astro too. That's a quick double kill for Exploit, and putting Ambience in a very bad situation right now, as two of their players seem to be stuck in Shisha at the moment. Foxy made the most of his time over there, taking out Waze. And Exploit has a very good round for Exploit at the moment, but he gets taken out by Foxy in the mid there, with Red moving on towards bomb now, picking up the bomb and hopefully going towards the bomb plant, as he needs to very quickly. Ambience are at the moment in a 2v1, with Grumpy being in Church, in a very good position to take out the enemy. But it looks as though this will be a round going towards Ambience, with bomb down, Red in Rugs and Foxy in Shisha, both in very good position to back each other up and watch the bomb in case it has been used. And I think Foxy has heard him around the bomb, or maybe just checking it out. But I do know that Grumpy was in flank, and he tries to rush Shisha and gets taken out by Foxy. Foxy's M27 seemed to be very, very successful, and I think this M27 has set the trend for this Ambience team with most people using it. A very good momentum swing for Ambience. Hopping on board with Maniac for this last round of the half as he rushes down with bomb down towards the B curve. Hoping to get a quick kill and stop any defensive flankers. Sees a smoke, gets flashed as he throws something of his own. Not too sure what it was, but gets taken out by a nice nade from Twaze. Good exchange of kills from Ambience and Celestial. Now in a 4v4 as we hop on board with Brawny, who is now pushing Shisha. Very slowly pushing Shisha, knowing that there is always someone watching this alley. But as everyone knows, there are so much corners in the Shisha building that really could be anywhere. Very hard position to push. Need to check every corner before pushing. As Brawny is in a very good position to secure the speed bomb for his team, pushing up towards top Shisha. No one in Shisha for Celestial, which is very weird because it is one of the positions that need to be watched every single round. And Brawny with MT7 in hand in a very good spot, but gets taken out by Lord Exploit from the bridge. And this could be a round for Celestial eSports, but Foxy is still alive for Ambience, who is top scoring, showing a 2.0 kill death ratio. And it is something pretty special to win this round. And takes out one, but gets taken out by Grumpy, bringing the half to 6-6 for both teams. Not too bad from Ambience. They'll be pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with their efforts in a 6-6. Knowing that defense is very easy on this map. But Celestial do know that the performance, although it wasn't too great, I mean, against the side they're playing, it is not too bad compared to the experience from both sides. So we just have to wait and see how strong Celestial's attack is. I know some teams' defense isn't that great, but have some really great attacking plays. So they might be an attacking team. But we'll just wait and see as we go into half-time, into the intermission. Maybe a couple of players will need to go for a break. I know I need to drink some water because my mouth has gone very dry. Yeah, Foxy has taken out his mic, suggesting that needs to go for it for a quick break. It was a very good half from both sides. I didn't mind it. I pretty much enjoyed it. I like watching players like Brawny play and Maniac and Foxy. Very nice guys and even better players. Nice shots, good smarts, good teamwork. I don't think they'll be too happy from their performance. I mean that they've got a lot more experience than this enemy team that they are versing. But at the same time, they'll be happy with a 6-6 draw on their attack, knowing that defense should be a lot easier for them to control. And if they do have a very well-structured defense, it will prove to be very successful for them. I think we're just waiting for someone from Ambience right now to switch teams. Yeah, Maniac needs to switch teams. Gone for a quick break of his own. I don't mind this game actually. The graphics on it are decent, but I think what most people don't like about it is the fact that some of the guns aren't that great. There aren't a big range of weapon choices. Most people just use the SWAT or the MSMC, which people don't like, compared to Modern Warfare 2, which might be half health, but there is a wider range of weapons to be used, like the Vector and the MP5 and the M16, and seen a couple of people today use the Scar H Suppress, which is actually a pretty decent weapon, although its clip isn't that big. Seems to waste bullets quite easily. Also, just, there aren't any M16s. I know myself, I'm not into the very futuristic Call of Duties. I like the Modern Warfare types with the current range of weapons in real life armies, like the M16, and the main rebel weapon used by most rebel forces in the AK-47 and the AK-74U, which you won't find in this game. I think that does put a couple of people off. I know it puts me off about it, but in the end, it's a Call of Duty game. And hopefully COD Ghost is a major improvement. I think a lot of people do prefer games like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops over the newer CODs because the S&D maps, the bomb placements are a lot better. They just seem to be in better positions for both sides. And the second half is underway at the moment. And I do hope this side is as intense as the attacking side, as exciting. Hoping to see some big plays from the main Celestial players as we will let Lord Exploit start the half for us.
Destroy the objectives.
Doesn't seem to be one of the main rushes as he's got the SWAT in hand. Looks like he is a Shisha player. Making his way over towards the boardwalks, making sure no one is rushing them, but needs to make sure he doesn't stay here for too long because most teams like to throw a node over the top, just over towards this red car, over towards this area he's standing in right now. Not seeing anyone pushing him at the moment. Probably Ambience sitting back camping in one of the corners. Sitting tight there at the moment, making his way down towards the boardwalk. Doesn't want to run there though because the boardwalks do make a lot of sound. I think he's realised this, so he's just started crouching, aiming up the stairs where his teammates were sitting for most of the round. Realising that most corners in this building are used, and he gets shot from one of the corners that he didn't check. One of the main corners that most teams use. As Celestial do get bombed down, and they have one in church. Bomb planter is still alive, and it is now 4v3 for Celestial eSports, putting them in a very good situation to take out the first round of the half. Raid seeing the guy push up the B-bomb, eliminated. Sees another guy, fires a couple of shots, but unsuccessfully tagging him, knowing exactly where the last player is. As he sees the smoke being thrown into the bomb, twice pushes him and gets the nice kill.
For the next round.
Giving Celestial eSports the upper hand, giving them the first round of the half. Looks like their attack seems to be a lot more structured, and they seem to be a lot more confident in their attacking plays. Maybe straddled it a little more than they did defense, expecting defense to be a lot easier. But quite obviously wasn't, as we hop on board with players at the moment who did a very nice job last half for his teammate. Getting bombed down and I think taking out the last kill it was. As he rushes down towards the bottom curve, a very typical position. Sees the guy rushing him back and eliminates him very nicely with a very nice MSMC shot, giving Celestial eSports the first half as he throws a nade over the top trying to eliminate the guy from the bridge, and unsuccessfully doing so, not even getting the tag. Throws a smoke onto the B-bomb, hoping to bait out some of the enemy team's nades so that when he does try to get on the bomb site, the enemy team do not have any more nades to chuck onto him, forcing him out of their hidey holes. Just waiting for one of his teammates to make a attacking play to eliminate someone else around the bomb, maybe around rugs or connections. Maybe the guy in church, I think, to take out the guy on bridge. As Tways realizes that the A-bomb might be a little more exposed than the B-bomb, making his way over there now. Needs his teammate hopping into fire as he makes his way across this catwalk. Just rushing it at the moment. Celestial eSports have not taken out the barrels behind this bomb, leaving Ways up for grabs.
Bomb is armed.
But Celestial eSports successfully get the bomb down and are in very good positions to hold it. Ways just holding this dome building and watching the Jeep with someone behind him in fire just overwatching him as he makes his way into dome, making sure no one can come up here and shoot him in the back. He sees someone jump off from Banana as he fires a couple of shots, unsuccessfully hitting him, but his teammate was on the money. He was on him and he killed him very nicely. Very nicely done from Celestial eSports. Looking very strong in attack at the moment. And very nice teamwork from them too. Looks like their comms are up. The comms are up and going. Hopping on board with Grumpy for this round. With a squad, I think he's one of the A players. Not as a mid player, making his way in towards the mid. Seems to be another A push, as Grumpy actually makes his way in towards Church. Hoping to take out the guy straight away at B, and he does very, very nicely, taking out Red. And Ambience and our two players down, leaving him in a 3v5 situation. As Grumpy tries to go for a sneaky little flank here, knowing that someone could very well likely be in Shisha. Not seeing anyone in there at the moment. He might have gone for the flank. He's in there, no, he's in there, and Grumpy, very nice play there from Grumpy, taking out everyone at B. Sees another one at the back of B, but Foxy nicely takes him out, I think, with the M27, as Celestial Esports get bombed down with 4 players against 2. And Foxy and Maniac need to make their way there as quick as possible with as much comms as possible, because a 4v2 situation with bomb down is a situation where no one wants to be in, as Raid sees one of Ambience come into connections and gets taken out very quickly. Yilong gets taken out by Foxy, but it seems to be a little hopeless unless he can pull off something very quickly, very fancy. Everyone knows he's on the ute and gets taken out by Raids. Raids does get the last 2 kills of the round, and I think we'll hop on board with him for the fourth round of the half. Very, very nice attack from Celestial Esports. Doing everything very nice, very swiftly, very cleanly. With great comms, it seems as though. Seems as though they're comming very well. And we are on board with Raids at the moment. Everyone in this Celestial Esports team seems to be using an assault rifle in this round. Looks like to be a B push, knowing that if they push A again, Ambience might be getting ready for a counter attack, as the last 2 A's were very successful. And Raids making his way in towards Church, looking into Rugs, knowing that someone from Ambience usually was in that building, looking up towards Bridge. Sees someone, takes out Foxy very nicely, very cleanly. Very clean shot from Raids to take out the first kill of the round. Scrambling defense needs to start happening with Ambience if they do want to stop them from planting the bomb. But it is now a 3v5 situation for Ambience, as someone is seen on the B-bomb. Maniac takes out the bomb planter but gets eliminated himself. And Raids does realise that the bomb needs to get down as he makes his way over towards Shisha. Knowing that if he does stay in Church for any longer, as he has eliminated 2 players from there, he might get flanked. Pushing Shisha with his teammate, and Celestial Esports doing a very nice job of taking out that half. And it is now time for Ambience to pull their fingers out. Their experienced players really need to start stepping up. Really need to start showing some leadership in getting Ambience some rounds in this defense. Both teams looking like attack was their strong side.
Charges acquired.
But Celestial a bit more successful than them in this attack, taking out 4 straight rounds. And Ambience do need just 1 round just to get a little momentum swing. As Grumpy sees someone jumping out from post and gets eliminated very quickly. Astro just trying to do something a little special for his team, taking out their enemy players very quickly, and Grumpy does see someone bottom bridge left side, cooks an nade and throws that at him, and takes him out, but gets naded himself.
Bomb dropped.
Nevertheless, does take out 2 players himself and did a nice job to aid his team, as we are now on board with Lord Exploit, who just pushed out a fire towards A wide, trying to find the A player. Sorry about that.
Bomb acquired.
Down on A, as he does know his teammate just got eliminated on the A-bomb. Looking in towards Dome, not knowing whether he's in there or maybe he jumped out towards the other side. Starts planting bomb and gets fired at, takes a few shots but stays planting bomb anyway. He's the guy in purple but gets eliminated himself. It's now a 2v3 for Celestial Esports, as someone is seen from fire to connections. Fires a few shots, a quick exchange of shots from Raids onto the guy coming out of Dome, but gets taken out by a nice nade from Ambience, as Yilong tries to do something for Celestial to keep this round going and takes out 2 players for a very nice double kill.
Poor effort.
But Ambience Esports do get the bomb defused, and this might be the momentum changer, the momentum swing that Ambience were looking for, although it was very messy and very sloppy from Ambience. Yilong being very unlucky to get the 3rd straight kill in quick succession for his team. Although Celestial did lose this round, they will take a lot of confidence from that last round, knowing that if they just held on a second longer, they would have got that round. As we are now on board with Lord Exploit, who is making his way towards Shisha B wide. It's cooking a nade, throwing it over the top into Shisha. See someone pushing B wide and takes him out very nicely, very cleanly. Expecting someone else to be in Shisha, scrambling just into that building as quick as possible, as Celestial do get bombed down. And Lord Exploit does realise that the enemy team must be looking for something in this defense to penetrate, as he takes out the enemy team, second enemy player pushing B wide as expected, and
Good
Celestial
job,
eSports,
get ready for the next
as
round.
predicted, did take a lot of energy out of the last round, knowing that if they did hold on a while longer they would have got the round, but ended up pushing this B bomb very successfully, getting bombed down as quickly as possible, and we're looking for something very similar in this round two, as we are on board with Tways, who is looking to be one of the rushes for this round, and the bomb planter is to be rushing the curve with one of his teammates. No, his teammate just peeled off towards Church, and nade throwing it up towards the mid, realising that the enemy team do usually have someone sitting there in mid, as he just prones in front of this post underneath the stairs, waiting for any enemy nades to hit the bomb after smoking it. The enemy team do nade it, but they nade it very short. And he just proning right next to this bomb now, proning out towards, looking out towards the mid. As he hops on bomb right now, starts the bomb plant. And Ambience do need to eliminate him very quickly, but they aren't successful in doing so, leaving Tways in a very good position to run back and put himself in a defensive position to watch the bomb. But he decides to push back up towards the bomb, knowing that the enemy team may think that he ran back towards Church. As a flash is thrown in at him, onto him, fires a few shots, and quick exchange of shots from Brawny onto him, and Brawny takes him out very quickly as Raids takes out Maniac. Hoping to hold this round for his boys, as he is now eliminated by Astro, and the round goes to Ambience.
We lost that round. Refocus and step up.
Ambience do realise that they need to step up a lot, because one more round from Celestial eSports and it is a definite overtime for them. But what Celestial eSports do not want to do is get too cocky, knowing that they are up by so much, and leave the game plan, stray away from the game plan. That's the last thing they want to do.
Eliminate the objective. Bomb acquired.
As we hop on board with Lord Exploit for this round again, looking to be an A push. I think he gets naded from Maniac very quickly, up in their push right where it is, and Ambience seem to have gained a little confidence after that last round, taking out two players very quickly, leaving them in a 5v3 situation. As we see Year-Long 10, very long gamer tag with a couple of numbers in there, just sitting around bottom fire, looking into flanking connections, hoping his teammate can do something, which he can't. And realising that he needed to push up and to aid his teammate. Taking a couple of shots, running away now, going back down the stairs in his original position, making sure no one flanks, and sees the flanker from connections and takes him out very quickly and nicely. Coming up to take out the player that shot at him before and gets taken out by Brawny very nicely. Ambience able to pull back a couple of rounds for themselves to try and even up the scoreboard. And Celestial eSports probably now realising that they need to go back towards the B-bomb, as A seems to be a very strong point for Ambience. As we let Tways take us for a ride this round. Pulling out his pistol, as always, the bomb planter. Slowing it down a little, waiting for the enemy nades, it seems. But realising that someone from the enemy team could be rushing this curve again, as he sees a nade. Hits that bottom curve, thrown in there, just waiting for something to rush. Cooks his nade, trying to get the guy sitting behind rugs, but is unsuccessful in doing so. Cooks a smoke and throws it towards the B-bomb, trying to bait out any nades, any pushes, anything. Just hoping for anything from the enemy team, just waiting for them to poke, as the enemy do throw a nade on the bomb. In Tways' sigh of relief, they didn't throw it any longer. Proning here, waiting for his teammates to do something for him, eliminate anyone around the B-bomb so that he is able to push up onto it. But he needs to watch out for this connections area. Excuse me. He needs to watch out for connections just in case someone with a SWAT or M27 or some assault rifle looking over him. Not too much happening here for Celestial eSports or Ambience. Both teams playing very defensively. As Tway does make his way in towards Rugs, hoping to eliminate anyone in there. Doesn't see anyone, but does know that someone has to be around this area to watch the B bomb.
Mission clock about to
They
expire.
are now
Step
3
up.
to 5 down, and they need to get bombed down fairly quickly and eliminate at least 1 or 2 players. And Tways hops onto the bomb and takes a few shots, stops the plant, knows where he is, fires back at him, takes him out, but knows there is someone else in the vicinity. Knowing that he does need to plant the bomb very quickly with 10 seconds left, and gets taken out by the last B defender, with Lord Export taking him out. But I don't think there will be enough time for Export to hop on bomb and take it out. He will need to eliminate everyone in the space of 1 second, which will not happen. And he gets taken out by the guy with the M27 in Rugs, in the name of Foxy BK. Very nice round from Ambience, pulling it back very sweetly, putting pressure on the Celestial attack, making sure that they aren't able to get on bomb too easily, too quickly, too fast, so that they are able to go back into defensive positions and hold the bomb. Very nice swing in momentum for Ambience as we hop on board with Raids, who seems to be lagging quite a bit, and all 5 players, never seen this before, all 5 players rushing in the A tunnel. Looks like a very hard A rush, trying to exploit the A defense as Maniac takes out one of Celestial's players, but Maniac must not realise that there are another 4 players coming straight at him as Foxy BK gets a double kill, but Grumpy does take out someone else. Now a 1v4 for Raids, as that attacking play was very unsuccessful and very random. Just getting a little too desperate there from Celestial eSports, trying to do something a little too radical for such an experienced side. And he sees someone back on the car, but lagging a little too much to get any more than 1 burst, which missed by a couple of centimeters. And the scoreboard is now level locked for Ambience. Ambience pulling some rounds back very nicely, pulling their fingers out, doing some good work. And Celestial eSports do realise that they were 5 rounds up, or 4 rounds up, and that they do have the potential to beat them and possibly take them into overtime, but they need to stop doing any roundy stuff and just stick to the game plan. As Ray disconnects, and Celestial don't need a team kill to end the round because the host has ended the round himself. And we will go into a short intermission. Both teams can get a second break, maybe a quick second to discuss what's going to happen in the next round. I don't think Ambience will be too impressed, too happy with someone in the losing side at the moment, dropping 4 rounds in a row, 4 rounds consecutively. May take it as a momentum changer, as a momentum swing, but they don't want to put that in their minds because it will happen if they do linger on that a little too much. They just want to keep to their game plan, what they're doing right now, because it's very successful for them. And Celestial eSports, I think that would be a very massive sigh of relief for them, because now they'll be able to discuss what their next move is, what they will do next, which bomb to hit, probably discuss which player goes where from the defensive team, where they need to throw nades, where smokes need to be, and when to push. I didn't expect Celestial eSports to be such a good team and put up such a big fight against such an experienced team, but it seems as though CGo has taken a toll on these players. Maybe they haven't strutted, maybe they haven't scrimmed. I don't know. Maybe both teams haven't strutted, both teams have scrimmed, leaving it very equally matched. Nevertheless, the experienced teams from Ambience should be able to step up and win this game for Ambience, and my money is on Ambience to take this match. But you never know. Anything could happen on Call of Duty. One mistake, one slip up, one choke could leave any team in a sticky situation and bring it into a potential overtime or a match lost. Again, I'd like to thank NZPunisher for taking some time off to stream this for me, as my internet isn't too great at the moment. It was playing up for me earlier today, so I had to ask him to do it for me. I'd also like to thank both teams for allowing me to shoutcast this match, letting me get my first shoutcast on them. as I do need the practice. This is my very first shoutcast. I hope I'm doing well for you guys, for all you viewers. If there are any viewers, I'm not too sure if there are any, but I'm expecting some of my teammates to be watching this and probably laughing at me at the moment. But I hope not. Anyway, the round has started with 2 rounds to go for the last half of the match. And I think we'll hop on board with Grumpy. He was seeming to do pretty well for Celestial Esports in this attacking half. Making his way over towards BY, just pushing it pretty hard right now. Cooking an 8, throwing it into Shisha. Over and take out the guy in Shisha very quickly for his team, as he does very successfully. I mean, that there probably won't be anyone else in there, but doesn't want to take the chance. He just sits back and waits for someone else to push it. He's prone in there, waiting for someone to poke him, hopefully. He's hoping someone will poke him. And someone does, and it takes him out Astro very quickly, seeing his teammate in bottom Shisha. Almost shooting him, but just pulling away at the last second. And Celestial Esports are in a very good position right now to win this half. Being 4-3 up. Maniac in the flank, I think, taking out someone from Celestial Esports, but Grumpy has taken out someone else in the mid. Sees someone else in rugs and fires a few shots. Puts a little bit of tags into him, but very unsuccessful in killing him. Coming it out to his teammates, and his teammates seems to have a covered as he jumps out the window. Sees him in rugs, aims in there, takes him out very nicely, very cleanly. And he'll be very happy with that shot as he brings them to a 2v1 at the moment. Looking back towards Church, and a very nice round from Grumpy. Doing very well for his teammates and bring this half to 6-5 in their favour. Celestial Esports realising that they are 1 round away from a very nice victory. But they need to do what they just did. Just hold back, be confident, work together, use comms. As I think we'll hop on board with Lord Exploit, who I think will push B wide with Grumpy, as he did last round. Sitting back there, waiting for anyone to rush him, anyone to push. Hoping for someone from Ambience to be impatient. Which I don't think they will be, because usually when you're in a situation like this, you tend to be a little more conservative. And a team that rushes against a conservative team, especially on Black Ops 2, in a situation like this, tend to get the upper hand. As Celestial Esports do take the first death, they do concede the first death, putting him in a 4v5 situation. Very nerve-wracking for both sides at the moment. Very close match. Celestial Esports do need to make a move very soon with time ticking away, as they do get down to a 3v5 at the moment, looking to be an Ambience round. But as always, you'll never know on Call of Duty. Anything could happen. Now Celestial Esports are in a 2v5 situation with Lord Exploit pushing B wide and trying to push it very quickly for his team, as he's now in a 1v5 situation, getting taken out by the guy in Shisha very nicely, with Celestial Esports losing that round, Ambience taking that round, and a massive sigh of relief from everyone in the team playing that round very nicely to hold it, and probably thinking to themselves, why couldn't we do this earlier? Putting the game into a first overtime, with overtime being 1st to 4, win by 2.
It's a draw. Stand
for the
down.
people that don't know that, I know a couple of people seem to forget what the overtime rule is, so I thought I should just put it out there. Back into the 3rd intermission for this match, giving the teams once again another opportunity to rethink their strategy, perhaps. Talk over what they're going to do, which is what I know what I would do. Just have a quick chat to my teammates, tell them what to do, try to find out what's going wrong. I don't like overtimes. I never like being in an overtime situation. I don't think anyone else likes it. Although some people do strive in nerve-wracking situations, they do like the spotlight in a nervous situation, and some players do perform even better in bad situations because they can hold their nerves a lot better than their opposing players. And those are the players with the most experience, and the players that have played the game for longer, and those are the players that really set apart the better quality players from the not so good players, in being probably me. I don't seem to go positive most halves in matches, but I do my job. I like to think so. I like to think I do my job. A lot of my teammates do bag me out for it, call me Mr. Bomb Planter, Mr. Terrorist. Gotta say though, I do plant the bomb pretty well. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about Ambience and Celestial eSports. And Celestial eSports taking the opportunity to perhaps take a toilet break or a drink break or just trying to grab a few extra minutes to sort out what they're going to do in their second chance at defense. It's always good to be the first team to take out the first 2 rounds in defense because it puts a bit more pressure on your opposing team. And both teams are obviously hoping to do so. But who it will be, I actually have no idea because both teams are playing very, very well in this match. And as always, COD is a very unpredictable game. It sometimes doesn't come down to who strats the most, but who works the best together, who's got the best chemistry. And it seems as though Celestial eSports do have the chemistry factor over Ambience with players from Ambience, from what I see, are from all different types of teams. All different teams to each other, which could eliminate some chemistry, giving Celestial eSports that upper hand. But then again, Ambience, as I said earlier a couple of times, and I'll say it again, do have the experience factor over Celestial eSports, which is seeming to be very, very well playing in their favour. And first half of overtime is underway on this very, very, very good map in my opinion. I love this map. I've been dubbed King Shisha before. I love it. Shisha. The Hubbly Bubblies. And Ambience do attack first, and I think we'll hop on board with Brawny for this first half, who I think does push Shisha. And does like the Shisha. He loves the Shisha. I love the Shisha. We all love the Shisha. Who doesn't love Shisha? And Maniac does pull off the first kill of the round, with Brawny trying to bait out the guy from B wide, jumping up on that boardwalk, hoping he does poke, but throws a nade in there, and not to his liking, misses the nade, fails the nade, and gets taken out by his opposing Shisha player. As I think we'll now hop on board with Foxy, who decides to go over towards B wide and try to fill the gap. Try to take out the guy from Shisha, as we all know Shisha is the building you want to take in a B push. And Lord Exploit very successful in holding it at the moment and taking out the 2 players who did try to push it. As we're on board with Maniac, who takes a couple of shots from Ute and gets taken out by Grumpy, who has been very good in this match for Celestial eSports, with now a 2v4 for Ambience, a 2v3 now as Astro takes out Grumpy from mid. And Red, realizing his 2 B wide players have been eliminated, as I think they will now try to take it over, but you don't want to be stuck in Shisha, because essentially you'll just corner yourself in that one building, leaving yourself 2 options: either push out for
all other agents are dead.
a Hercules push, some random push outside there, or run back towards spawn. And Ambience are now in a 1v3, hoping Red can do something good for them. And Lord Exploit has done a very nice job to hold the building. A very nice job to hold this,
for the next round.
This Shisha building. I think you learned from his last defense that he does need to use his corners a lot more, and he has done very well, taking out I think 4 players from this building who tried to push B wide. And I don't think Ambience will be pushing B wide as aggressively anymore. They'll be playing it a lot more conservatively if they do decide to push it. As we hop on board with Maniac, who did get the first kill of last round. Maybe someone that rushed this curve that he is pushing at the moment. Trying to get into post as quick as he can, as his teammates do smoke up the bomb for him. Do get bombed down very, very quickly. And I think he'll be very successful in doing so. Probably push back towards post as he does, pushing up back towards the curve. Trying to get in a defensive position for his team. And proving to be very, very good for him, very successful for him, because had he stayed there, he probably would have got picked up by an aid. Pushing back in towards the post so that no one is able to defuse the bomb ninja style, getting taken out from rocks or church or mid. And Astro takes him out too, putting Ambience at the moment in a 3v2. Now a 1v3 in Celestial's favour. They need to get on that bomb very quickly and very successful in taking out the last Ambience player, putting them in a 2-0
Bomb deactivated.
to their favour. Very nice from
Poor
Celestial
effort.
eSports
Get
to
ready
hold
for the
this
next
defence.
round.
Taking away a lot of confidence from these last 2 rounds in winning this match, I would say, especially in overtime. Because overtime puts so much pressure on you mentally, and comms would be going off from both sides. But Celestial eSports just doing a little bit better than them, I guess. Maybe people from Ambience just choking.
Protect the objective.
As we are on board with Foxy right now, as I think he'll be pushing A. Just stops for a second there. I'll press and start to see what his teammates are doing, trying to work out what's happening. Comes back towards the mid, knowing that this will be another B push, as the last round was a pretty successful B push, but they just couldn't hold their position defensively. As Celestial eSports take out the first 2 kills of the round, and Foxy makes his way out towards B wide, trying to take over Shisha with his fellow teammate Brawny. Throwing a nade into Shisha and unsuccessfully doing so, not getting a tag or a kill. And Celestial eSports doing a very good job at holding this defense, looking to be 3-0 in their favour, as Foxy fires a few shots in a guy in flank and misses every single burst and needs to run away towards his teammate in Shisha, who got taken out. Takes out the guy in Shisha, rushes in towards it before another teammate can scramble back into the Shisha. I mean, that they will have a player in the mid, a player flanking, maybe a player on the bridge, maybe someone in dome. He does not know, so I think he just hold his position here, trying to eliminate the guy that he did. Soundhawk coming up towards him, takes him out very nicely, putting his team in a 1v3 right now, knowing that they do need this round very desperately if they want any chance of taking out this match, because as we all witness, Celestial eSports do have a very strong attack. Taking a few shots from dome or somewhere, trying to watch out, making sure no one can flank him.
Check your timeline.
Knowing that he probably needs to take out the rest of the players if he does want to win this round, because with 25 seconds on the clock and bomb being down in post, he doesn't have a very nice chance to plant bomb. He won't have a very nice time planting it. It does take out the guy in the mid, but gets taken out by the sniper in church, giving Celestial eSports a very, very, very strong advantage to win the match. Winning defense 3-0. Ambience eSports under a lot of pressure under the pump, needing to win all 3 rounds in the second half to take it into a second overtime. But I think Celestial eSports will be very confident in winning attack, knowing that their attack is very strong. The only thing that Celestial eSports don't want to do is get cocky, do random stuff as we saw them with a 5-man A push. They don't want to do anything like that. They just want to stick to their original game plan and just do their thing.
Your will has
really do their thing. We want to see what they were doing in that first half of attack. That's what we would like to see. Nothing randy, hopefully. And they should be able to steal first place position from Ambience. I would think that the Ambience players would be very nervous at the moment. Probably butterflies in their stomach right now. Maybe a few arguments here and there. Maybe someone blaming each other. Hopefully not. Hopefully they can at least pull the next 3 rounds so we can see a very exciting second overtime. But my throat is getting very dry, so I think I'll just take a little break and drink some water. I just wish I can hear what the teammates were saying to each other at the moment. Wondering what's going through their heads from both sides, especially Ambience. Which is why I don't like party chat, because when spectating you can't really hear what they're saying. Can't do any rage rounds, which is what I would love to do. Love to hear some rages from both sides. And round is underway at the moment, looking as if someone from Celestial eSports, I thought had a sniper out, but must have put it away. We'll go on board with someone exciting right now. On board with Waze, the bomb planter. Very nice bomb planter. Throws a smoke over the top onto the B-bomb. Makes his way down towards the curve. Throws a nade over, back far nade, Hail Mary nade over towards the bridge, and I think that Celestial Esports smoke was a fail because he wanted to get onto the bomb as quick as possible and wasn't able to do so, had to pause, but he's on the bomb now, trying to get the bomb down very quickly and does very successfully, and putting Celestial Esports in a very strong situation to take out the first half of their attack, giving them game, set, match, left, right, good night, putting them away, shutting them down. Now in a 2v3 situation, they don't want to choke this at all. As Plays does very nicely take out Maniac and just freezes there for a second with some lag. Running back towards the bomb, trying to take out anyone defusing it, but there is no one defusing it as he took a few shots from connection. Someone up in a bomb right now and very... he'll be kicking himself for that. He missed quite a few bullets on the guy defusing the... just proning on the bomb. And it looks like Celestial Esports will get this round, putting them 1-0, giving them the match.
Good job, agents.
And that's all she wrote for Ambience. And Ambience will be kicking themselves that they couldn't hold that defense. Kicking themselves that they didn't throw a nade onto the bomb, stopping them from a quick plant. Very predictable. I thought it would be that Celestial Esports would be rushing onto the bomb, as they did a couple of times before. Not even throw a flash to stop them from pushing it. They won't be very happy from themselves at all. But all in all, it was a very nice match to watch, very nice match to shoutcast. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope you all did too. And I'm sure Celestial Esports would have enjoyed winning this match, as they now decide to end it after quite a long while. See the final kill cam from Demise, just showing off his skill in being able to beat this heavy duty league team. And I think that's all.
Task accomplished.
Thanks for watching, whoever watched. And I will see you guys next time in my next shoutcast, which shouldn't be too far away.